This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we'll meet a truly amazing magician who will wow you with more than his tricks. Good evening and happy National Teachers Day. Thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Karen. I've got your headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Don't wait, vaccinate. That's the message to parents from the state of Pennsylvania. The Department of Health partnered with the Scranton School District to kick off its 2016 campaign. Secretary of Health Dr. Karen Murphy read to kindergarten students at the John G. Whitner Elementary School in Scranton and reminded parents to make getting their children's vaccines a top priority before the end of the current school year.
In Pennsylvania, we are in the process of changing regulations. So in past years, kids could enter school and not be immunized until March. This year, with the new regulations that we're hoping to have passed by the fall, kids cannot enter school without being up to date with their immunizations. The time period that we're most concerned about was the time that kids had in past years due to regulations. They were allowed to enter school and not have their complete list of immunizations until March. So we found that parents were delaying. They were immunizing their children, they were just delaying the time. So we changed the regulations to say that kids have to enter school with their full list of immunizations. We're asking parents to put on their to-do list for the summer to visit their primary care doctor and make sure their kids' vaccinations are up to date and on time.
If a child doesn't have insurance coverage or if their insurance does not cover immunizations, children who meet the requirements can get their vaccines at one of the Commonwealth state health centers or local health departments. For more information, call 1-877-PA-HEALTH or go to don'twaitvaccinate.pa.gov. A meeting is being held tonight concerning water service in Beaverbrook. A water shutoff that was scheduled for yesterday did not take place, and residents and the Klein Township Water Authority were expected to meet at 4:30 today. The residents received notice of a water shutoff last week. The Beaverbrook Water Association buys water in bulk from the authority. The reason for the shutoff was attributed to an overdue bill from 8 years ago. You can read more about the problem in today's Standard Speaker or at standardspeaker.com. A magician from our area will perform in Pottsville this weekend. Lisa Sugar tells us about his cause and what makes his performance so amazing.
I am pleased to be joined today by a very inspirational man and his good friend. First, I'll introduce Lenny McHugh, and also his dear friend and guide dog Toga is with us as well today. And Lenny is here to tell us about a special presentation, Motivational Magic by Lenny McHugh, to benefit Freedom Guide Dogs and also the Majestic Theater in Pottsville. Now, what makes this even more special is the fact that Lenny McHugh is a blind magician. Why are Freedom Guide Dogs so special to you?
Well, about 20 years ago, I had surgery. I was paralyzed from the neck down, and every known school in the country turned me down. I came in contact with Eric. We walked around the block. He said, I could train a dog for you, and 6 months later, I had my very first guide dog.
And that was from Freedom Guide Dogs?
That was from Freedom Guide Dogs. And Eric, he gives the dogs, some dogs to people that no other school will. I said, myself being included. And the other thing that's truly amazing is Freedom gets no kind of government aid, local, state, federal, nothing. They exist solely on donations. And now this will be my fourth dog, so it'll be like $100,000 of worth of dogs I've received from Eric, wow. And there's zero cost. I mean,
well, I think that's wonderful that you're doing something to help them, but when people hear that you are a blind magician, I'm sure the reaction is very interesting, because I myself was very surprised to hear this. And you're a great magician, putting on a great performance that will benefit this. So how did that come about?
I've always had an inkling about it, but ever since a kid, I think the first book I ever took out of the library was 101 Magic Tricks, although I never pursued anything. It'd be about 35 years ago. We were going to a Halloween party. And I worked in Harrisburg as a computer systems analyst, and so I went to this magic shop. And as the magician, I said, "Can a blind person do magic?" And his assistant said, "No." And Joe said, absolutely. And so I came out with a couple of illusions just to take this party. And then I started going back and buying a few more. But what he told me, he said, it's going to be a lot harder for me. He said, the magicians, he said, we all practice in front of a mirror. He said, we can see what we're doing and make sure we have things hidden. He said, you do not have the luxury. He said, you're going to have your wife watch and practice in front of her or a friend or something. And then he said, there's so many thousands of illusions out there that you will not be able to do. He said, you must be absolutely seek or pick up a certain way. He said, you can't do it. But he said, the ones that you can do, he said, you can master.
Well, I just think your story is magnificent. I mean, unbelievable, but so inspirational. Please come out and see the Motivational Magic by Lenny McHugh at the Majestic Theater in Pottsville. It's May 6th and 7th. Both shows start at 6 p.m. The tickets are $8. You can get them in advance by calling the theater, the number up on your screen, or you can get them at the door, and you can go to freedomguidedogs.org. Lenny, I'll give you the final word here. What do you want to say to our viewers?
Enjoy the show, and please, anything you can do to help freedom, or I really appreciate it. And the other group of people I am really grateful for are the puppy raisers. These people take the puppies from 6 weeks old, teach them not to jump on furniture, and then have to give the dog back. That got to be so hard. And I think every guide dog user is so appreciative of the puppy raisers.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. I hope you have a tremendous turnout for your program. Keep up the good work. You are truly an inspiration to everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Great story. Thank you, Lisa. Well, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and to celebrate, the Laurel Mall is hosting a Mother's Day contest. In 300 words or less, tell what your mother means to you. The grand prize winner will receive a $500 Laurel Mall gift certificate. Second place receives a $150 gift certificate, and third place a $100 gift certificate. Submit your essay in the drop box at Center Court in the Laurel Mall by 5 p.m. on Sunday. For details, check out the May edition of Panorama Magazine or go to facebook.com/Laurel Mall. Coming up next on FYI, we have information on a golf tournament being held to help Holy Family Academy. And in sports, we continue track and field week with the Tamaqua area Lady Raiders.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Brandon's Forever Home wants you to know that May is National Foster Care Month, and tomorrow a matching awareness event will be held at Catholic Social Services Family Center in Hazleton from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Several agencies will be participating with display tables. Information will be available about fostering and potential waiting children seeking a permanent home. There will also be games and refreshments. For more information or to register for the event, call 570-455-1521 or 1-800-465-0578.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
My front lawn looks like a jungle, and Mother Nature isn't going to cut me a break this work week, it seems. Here's our rainy forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight we have a 50% chance of showers, cloudy with a low of 46 degrees. We'll have a light southeast wind and new precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. On Wednesday, 60% chance of showers mainly after 1 p.m. It will be cloudy and our high will be 57 degrees. At night, showers likely mainly before 7 p.m. Mostly cloudy, low of 45 degrees. And then on Thursday, we will have showers likely mainly after 2 p.m. cloudy with a high near 58 degrees. Thursday night, 60% chance of showers mainly before 8 p.m. cloudy, low of 45. Friday, we're down to a 40% chance of showers during the day, mostly cloudy, high in the upper 50s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, low of 45. Saturday, the weather breaks a bit, mostly sunny with a high near 66, and then Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of 50 degrees.
This Saturday, you are cordially invited to the first annual Holy Family Academy Golf Classic to benefit Holy Family Academy Catholic School right here in Hazleton. And here to tell us all the details is Mr. Tom Kostick, who is the assistant principal at the school. This is a great idea. I'm surprised you haven't done it in the past. Everybody loves golf and everybody loves Holy Family.
I believe you're right. Mr. Basic called me yesterday, and he had a previous engagement today. So he asked me to come down and fill in for him, and he actually is the starter of this golf classic. You're right. Many people have asked us about a golf tournament in the past, and we really didn't get pushed in that direction. But Mr. Basic really can't. When Mr. Basic was appointed the principal of Holy Family Academy, his second year, he decided, along with Janine Mazakevich, he got Janine on board, so that was pretty much how we went, and we decided to give it a try. Anyone who knows golf or is trying to set up a golf tournament, there's a lot of planning, and hopefully that our first annual Holy Family Academy Classic this coming Saturday will be a success, and hopefully we can improve on it every year. The purpose of it is to get money for scholarships for all the families that attend Holy Family Academy.
That's important because some people may think, well, maybe I can't afford to go to Holy Family, but you want to make sure that it is affordable for any child that wants to come.
That is correct. Everybody knows it's expensive. Education is expensive, whether it's public or private. Hopefully, we can do our part in allowing and building up a scholarship fund that any family could apply for and get some kind of assistance to attend.
All right, well, now on to the golf. They'll be golfing this Saturday at Sand Springs Golf Course, and it's a shotgun start at 1 o'clock. You can still golf. It's not too late to sign up to golf.
That is correct. Right now, I think we have 18 foursomes. We can use 18 more. So anyone who's still interested, they can call the school at 570-455-9431. Sign up, and we'll have a place for you.
And if anybody can't golf, but they still want to help, donations are welcome to the scholarship fund as well. And you want to also put a plug out there that if anybody watching has a child that maybe is interested, Holy Family goes from pre-K through 8th grade, correct?
That is correct. Pre-K to 8th grade is our system, and you can call anytime, stop by, visit the school. We even have a shadowing program where you can go through the day. If you're interested, there are funds available, and there is a means to make Holy Family affordable. So, if you're interested, give us a call, come by, and we'll point you in that direction.
All right, very good. Again, the golf tournament this Saturday at Sand Springs with a 1 o'clock shotgun start. Please call the school to register, get your foursome together, go on down and have some great fun, or make a donation and help Holy Family Academy be affordable for everyone.
Happy Teacher Day to Mr. Kostick, my religion teacher at Bishop Hayfie. Now here's your midday winning lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 285, pick 3 441, pick 4 9393, pick 5 70285. When we come back in sports, track and field week continues with the Tamaqua area Lady Raiders. We'll see what they're doing to win a championship. And right now it's Law Talk on FYI.
Hello again and welcome to Law Talk. Today we're going to talk about auto coverage. It's a topic that's on everybody's mind virtually all the time, and one of the things that I think you should know and very important to you is, when you get full coverage from your auto insurance agent, is it really good coverage? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Alexis recently had an experience with a client that came in and asked about that, so we'll let her talk to you about full coverage versus good coverage.
Thank you. Full coverage by Pennsylvania law isn't necessarily good coverage that you might have. When you're looking to purchase car insurance, some of the things you want to consider would be whether or not there is a wage loss benefit as that part of your insurance. Pennsylvania law does not require you to have that. Something else to consider would be the medical coverage that you might have applicable. If you're involved in an accident, your insurance company will pay for any accident-related medical treatment that you receive. However, they'll pay only up to a point as to what your coverage has. For example, in Pennsylvania, the minimum coverage that you have is $5,000. And if you're significantly injured and you have no health insurance, then you're very limited as far as the type of treatment that you may have based on the fact that you have minimal medical coverage. But under Pennsylvania law, this would be considered full coverage. It's not necessarily good coverage. Something else you want to consider is uninsured or underinsurance coverage. That is also not mandated by Pennsylvania law. However, you want to consider purchasing that as part of your coverage because you have people who are driving that might not be insured. They might cause an accident. And if you have no uninsurance coverage, then you have no recourse. You have no type of action that you can take to get any type of recovery. Similar to that would be underinsurance. If you're hit by a driver and they're responsible for causing the accident, if they have minimal coverage, which in Pennsylvania it's only $15,000, you're entitled to recover that. But if your injuries and your claim is worth in excess of that $15,000, you're in a tough position because if you don't have underinsurance, there's no other type of recourse for you. There's no claim that you can make with your own insurance carrier. So you want to be mindful of that when selecting insurance coverage.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Tomorrow, the Tamaqua track and field teams have a meet scheduled with Blue Mountain. The Lady Raiders are right behind Blue Mountain in the Schuylkill League Division I standings, and a win should give them the division title. Tamaqua is willing to do whatever they have to wrap up a championship, and the only thing that may slow them down is the rain. Track and field week continues now. Last year, Tamaqua's Morgan Boyle finished 6th in the state in the javelin. 2016 is her senior season, and she won state gold. She's focused, but not just on javelin. Events other than javelin.
Pole vault and 4x1, sometimes the 100 and sometimes shot.
Doing so many events isn't easy. Is there anywhere you don't want to go?
Sometimes I don't want to run the 100 because it's right in the middle of pole vault. And I come back and I'm like I'm winded, so that's like one of the things that I'm like, oh fine, I'll run the 100. But other than that, I like doing everything.
But the extra work does help her in her signature event.
I definitely think that it helps me in some cases. Like I ran the 4x1 before my 2 best throws this season, so I feel like it helps me helps me get into things and like keep my legs moving.
You got adrenaline pumping maybe?
Yeah, that too.
Boyle's not the only one working overtime to help the Lady Raiders win. Monica Shimko's focus is the 800, and she's trying to get her time down in that event to impress college scouts. But if you pick up a newspaper and check out some Tamaqua results, you'll see she's definitely a utility player for the Lady Raiders.
Over the years, they throw me into events just, so it kind of helps for my 800 because it helps with speed and all that stuff. Like our last meet, I had to run a 100-meter dash. That was my first time ever doing that. So it's different, so.
Now to another utility player, senior Alexis Baddock, who started out doing the high jump in track and field. Do you ever miss the high jump? I mean, do you go back there every now and then, or do you look over longingly and be like, oh, those were the days?
No, I don't miss it at all. It wasn't very fun for me anyway, but.
Baddock now stars in the long jump, triple jump, and 100-meter dash, but if she was asked, I bet she would go back to the high jump to help the team. Baddock started track and field in junior high and has tried just about everything.
My dad, actually, he told me, he's like, Alexis, one day, he's like, you're going to be a good sprinter. You have long legs. So he's like, I want to see you do track. And I tried it.
He was right. Is that why you're sticking with the 100? Is like, all right, Dad says I'm sprinting. So.
Yeah, I tried hurdles too for my mom because she told me that I would be a good a good hurdler.
How did that go with the hurdles? Not so much?
It wasn't really my event, but, I didn't enjoy it. But for a while, they asked me to do the 300s. Just to throw someone in to do it, so I did it for them.
Did your parents do track and field, or are they just like, you're going to be a track and field?
No, they both did track and field.
Here at Tamaqua or other places?
My dad went to Tamaqua, but my mom went to Monterey.
Seems like Baddock will do anything for her family and her extended Lady Raider family.
Yeah, we're really close. We all push each other, and we all stretch together, and we just
talk like we're a family, and we're really close.
The throwers might not spend a ton of time with the runners, but they're still feeling the love. Here's Allie Peterson, a standout shot put and discus thrower. Do they keep you isolated over here with the throwers? Like, do you get to interact with the running people?
No, it's actually pretty cool. When the runners run by us, we all clap and we cheer for them, and they cheer for us too, so it's really cool.
The 2016 Schuylkill League Championship meet is next Wednesday, and we will keep you updated on the Lady Raiders' progress. Tomorrow, Track and Field Week rolls on with Dave Seaman, the sports editor from the Standard Speaker. He won't be running the 800. He'll be talking about the sport. And here's one final track and field note before we get to our very short FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. Thank you, Mother Nature. Hazleton area's Brendan Lohr ran a personal best in the 800-meter run and took first place in that event at the Millersville Invite. Now here's the scoreboard. Marion, they blanked Weatherly in softball. Mackenzie Joy picks up the win in the circle. In the minors, Scranton Wilkes-Barre, they fell to Buffalo. And in the majors, Joe Madden and the Cubs just keep on rolling. They beat the Pirates 7-2 on Monday in an NL Central Division showdown. And that's it for sports. Here's our social report. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. One announcement for this evening. Holy Rosary Parish will be hosting a free community luncheon Saturday, May 14th at Catholic Social Services, 214 West Walnut Street in Hazleton. All are welcome to attend, and the parish would like to thank the Hazleton Rotary Club and the Weinberg Northeast Regional Food Bank. For more information, please call 570-455-6390. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Leroy Michael Lenhart of drums. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. John J. Kostaneski of Beaver Meadows. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. William H. Klinger of drums. Memorial is Thursday at 2 p.m. at the Cherry Lane United Methodist Church. Arrangements are by the William H. Clark Funeral Home. Helen Staruch, formerly of Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Janice R. Beam, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at noon from the Campbell Ennis Klotchback Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 11 a.m. to noon. Diane M. Zukowski of Hazleton. Memorial and visitation will be held Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Mark D. Hicksonbow of Hazleton. Friends may call Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Firo Funeral Home. And Judith A. Patterson of Eagle Rock. Arrangements are incomplete and will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Michael Connor of Gerardville. Michael, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Frankie Zapata from France wants to go where no one has gone before, on a hoverboard. He recently set a Guinness World Record for the farthest flight on a hoverboard. He traveled over a mile 165 feet above water to set the record. According to the Christian Science Monitor, he wants to hit the clouds eventually, saying he wants to do snowboarding in a cloud. Check out the video of Frankie. It's pretty mesmerizing as he's setting the record. We hope we're mesmerizing here at FYI too. We'll be back to mesmerize you again tomorrow on Wednesday. Take it easy, everyone.